Hey, beautiful souls, Hope Healer here. Today we're going to talk about comfortable in our chaos. A lot of us who have had ongoing trauma, have had addiction issues, and not just to substances, we have this safety net and comfort zone of chaos, destruction, unsafety, places where we feel unheard, and where we put ourselves in uncomfortable positions because we feel like that's better for us than making a change that's uncomfortable. Most of the time, we're just legitimately staying stagnant by continuing to go to these people, places, and things that are not healthy for us and making us awkwardly uncomfortable. But that's our normal uncomfortable zone, which is our comfort zone, if that makes sense. I've noticed this a lot in the recovery community, or in therapeutic community, or in doctors, healthcare community. We, instead of having healthy exposure therapy, we place ourselves in these situations that are leading us to just being aggravated and not growing. So often in the recovery community with AA and NA folks, by no means am I bashing that program, because if it works, it works. If it helps you, it helps you. But there is a good portion and majority of people who continue to go to these meetings with people in places that make you stagnant, that make you uncomfortable, that trigger you, that continuously make you feel unheard, unsafe. And ultimately, if you're feeling unheard and unsafe, you're not growing. You're either stagnant or going backwards. So allowing yourself to step out of that comfort zone, that safety net of your own chaos and destruction, try something new. You don't have to stay in those groups. There's other groups out there that are more safe and fitting for your level of commitment, for your level of growth. In anything, we are supposed to be ever evolving. We are supposed to be always learning and growing and adapting and shifting and morphing, transmuting and transforming into the newer version of ourselves every single day. So when we start taking that responsibility and ownership and moving into a new direction, when we start to feel triggered, stagnant, uncomfortable, stop going out of your way to drive to a meeting where you don't feel wanted, or that you don't feel like you're on the same level as other people. There's other options out there. Stop putting yourself at risk by doing things out of your own comfort zone just because that's your home group. That's what you do. That's where you go. No! Stop! Because obviously it's not working for what you need it to if you're not feeling it. If you're not feeling safe and comfortable and held in a safe space and feel like you're learning anything. Change is good. Keeping yourself in uncomfortable situations is not. You're staying in survival mode that way. And we only grow when we come out of survival mode, when our nervous system has calmed down enough to feel vulnerable, to open up new possibilities of growth. But we can't do that when we're in an unsafe environment. So no matter what it is that you keep placing yourself in that makes you uncomfortable, make a shift. That's on you. You're allowed to do what's best for you and do something different. Staying loyal and dedicated to something or someone or a place, person, place, or thing that is not dedicated back to you, that is not feeding your fire, that is not giving you passion and purpose. Loyalty is great. Dedication is fantastic. But growth for yourself is imperative. Just because that's where you put your time, most of your time in. Okay, but we always outgrow our previous self. We are constantly trying to keep moving forward with the healing that we're doing. So don't have toxic loyalty to these people, places, organizations, groups that are no longer serving you.